Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today and the Zodiac Weather. My name is Witecki. I am your sensei to Sirius joy. Welcome to Thursday. It is July 31st, 2014, and we are wrapping up July here. And we are wrapping up a lot more than that, my friend. Today, step 8 rules the day. That means that it's time to decide. I decide is step 8. And if you don't know, this is all based on something I kind of have put in order. Based on my 20 years of astrology and coaching, it's called the 11 Steps to Sirius Joy. I believe these steps work every time. It's actually in the code of consciousness. It's kind of in the matrix of reality. I can't go into all that now, but I'll tell you this. Step 8 is the day when the part of us that has to decide comes forward, and you just feel ready to make that decision. So before we get into what that decision is, let's get to the phrase of the day. The phrase of the day is, I decide to love myself first. That's the first decision I want to make with the I decide energy. I decide to love myself first. Damn it. You can throw on the damn it if you want to or not. I'm at a point now I don't need to damn it. It's kind of already working for me. The past is way in the past, and that's kind of the point. I decide to love myself. And you might go, well, yeah, of course I love myself. No. I said love yourself first. That means that if you're going to walk the dog or eat, you eat, then walk the dog, because you have to love yourself first. You come first always. You know, there's a myth in the light walker and light worker world that we have to sacrifice ourselves for the world. Not true. I think that was some belief structure hijacking going on by certain parties on the planet, namely a lot of the organized religions. They wanted you to sacrifice everything, so you had nothing all the time. But if you look at nature or ask Creator never asks you to sacrifice, never once. A tree doesn't have to bear fruit until it is tall and strong. And then the tree is abundant. So for all of you out there who are not abundant, well, maybe it's because you are sacrificing before you are ready. And maybe it's because you are not doing things in order as they happen on stage. You were born, and then what you want to manifest happened. Right? So we have to decide to love myself first. First in every decision today, first in every decision from this point forward. I don't have to tell you what's right or wrong in your life if you decide to love yourself first. It will happen automatically by the way God works. That's what's cool about it. And you don't have to pay anything up front. Okay? No shipping and handling fees either. So let's move on to what the step of the day is. The serious step of the day is step 8, I decide. And that means it's time to decide. And since we're in chapter 1, we're pretty much deciding what we don't want. And see, by deciding to put yourself first, that will automatically kind of put what we don't want in front of us. But I have a show called The Serious Step of the Day that you can watch right after this that'll get super deep on step 8 and where I came up with these 11 steps to serious joy anyways. The joyful prep of the day is step 18. Now that means be prepared. Someone asks, what's a joyful prep? What's it based on? It's based on the earth, where the earth is. So right now the earth is in Aquarius, and given that it's in Aquarius, we need to be prepared to act. We always add 10 to the joyful prep. I can't go into that now, but it has to do with what the earth does. And so we're at joyful prep 18 because the earth is in Aquarius. And so it's time to be ready to act. That little J star there, that's the Sirius Joy logo. And this is how it adds up. So however it adds up, that's what we call the SJ. And so the J is going to be, the joy is 9. So it's like at the highest, be prepared to act. How do you put it all together? Well, I decide to love myself first. Be prepared to act. That's your joyful prep. And the moon is in Libra, making us all super emotionally back and forth, wishy-washy, yada, yada. And how do you call the race? Well, your heart. We'll talk about that in the Sensei Sunrise, but recognize that everyone is a little sensitive today emotionally. Today in the Lightworker Parade on soulgarden.tv, we have a new episode of the Renegade Aromatherapist, Zodiac Salter, who is a fabulous Leo, if you don't know, with the Taurus rising and a Taurus moon, is talking about Champaka for Leo. She thinks this is the Fabu from nature. Find out why she's decided that's the case. And in our super blogs, we have a life purpose section that helps you make those deep decisions. And to throw it out there, we want to say Lightwalker Veronica Lee. She has a site called Sacred Offerings. And so we are SG blessing Veronica's work and her light work and her light walk. It's awesome. Check it out. This is just us letting you know about other fabulous light workers out there. And did you know that we have this cool thing called the Soulful selfie gallery where you can send us selfies? And here's a selfie that came in from a family in Texas. And you can send yours in and give us your spiritual quote. It's just kind of how you leave your mark at Soul Garden. So come on, check the gallery, see who's come down and been soulful with us. It's super awesome. So, Planet Soup, what's God cooking up today? Well, the sun is in Leo at 8 degrees, like I said earlier, so it is time to decide what your heart doesn't want, basically. That's what I decide step 8 is. I decide I don't want this, this, and this. Now, because we live in creation and unlimited possibilities, we never actually ever decide for what we want. We just always keep carving away what we don't want. That's what I teach in Sirius Joy School. The moon is in Libra, which means step 6 is an emotional ruler. Anyone who has step 6 in their nature will feel empowered today. So the step 6 are empowered. The Libras are sunny and cool, and so they'll be out kind of helping people with their judgment issues. Oh, Freddie Mercury, this is kind of cool. Your mind might go a little crazy because we're at step 29 in Cancer with Mercury today. That means that your mind will be very triggered and challenged by your emotions. So be careful, watch your thoughts. Watch and see look between the lines of the lyrics and see what's going on. And there we go. That is Jupiter at step 3. Party on wane. Jupiter at step 3 means that magical doorways are opening. And magical doorways opening. Chris, what the hell does that mean? You'll have to just see. Once you decide if you're going to take the red pill or the blue pill today, or you decide you're just going to stop taking the blue pill, I don't know, how it works, Jupiter is right there to have some sort of magical door open, which means people have kind of a new party adventure waiting any second that you decide that you want to either continue on the karmic path you've been on or step out of it. So it is up to you. Now, Mars is in step 3, bow chicka bow wow. That means Mars in Scorpio is also having every man on the planet ready to procreate. So I just gotta say, as a man, this is true. I'm feeling Mars in Scorpio. We are all feeling Mars in Scorpio. I think it's just important to know that you better check your heart before you jump in any situations. Make sure you do a heart background check before you meet or go home with them, right? All right, so the Gigascope Generational Report, if you haven't seen it, is fabulous, and it's available on YouTube or on soulgarden.tv. It's based on the year you were born and Pluto, and gets really deep. People said they've actually cried, which is really amazing. I was trying to be there in my heart, so I guess this generations are having a hard time. This is the time, so check it out. You're going to love it. Watch it again if you want. And that brings us to the Sensei Sunrise. So, getting quiet today, what we're really making decisions about is we're deciding to step away from broken hearts. We're deciding to step away from broken hearts. Black Lilith is scouting ahead in the Leo consciousness. Jupiter is ready to sponsor either way. So if you want to learn and do something again, in other words, if you're just going to decide to try someone again or to open up a part of your life there where was once a broken heart, Jupiter will be there to help you go through that phase. But I don't believe we're ever meant to go back over any consciousness where our heart was broken. I believe we have to decide to step away from that pain. We have to decide to step away from that routine. And I don't know where it's written, but as you close one door, God opens another. And this is that moment. The step 8 is the moment where you close one door. God opens another, step 11 actually, if you want to know, in just 3 steps. So we're just 3 days away from some crazy solution, but today you may or may not see that opportunity around the corner. It's a blind corner because unless you've been extremely happy your whole life, you don't know what's around that corner. You haven't ever experienced it. And sometimes, actually all the time in consciousness, it comes down to the pruning of our soul garden, which says, I appreciate and respect how this has served me, but I'm going to seriously step away from this shift. I'm done. I am done. Oh, you've said that before. No, I seriously mean it. Now, be joyfully ready, prepared to act on your decision. Remember, 10 is I love and trust, the 0. 8 is decision. I love and trust the decision. I love and trust the decision adds up to a 9, action. So be prepared to act. And what you will manifest actually is Aquarius stuff, some of the stuff you envisioned in February. So you might have had some vision questing last February about anything, love, career, travel. Well, by making this serious step now to step away from the old love patterns, you should be prepared to get those things the heart asked for. And you'll see why later it took this serious step. Ponder that and meet me back here in 15 seconds. And here we are at the Soulmart Trading Post, and this is exactly what it looks like on the mothership if you don't know. Well, some loud, sorry for the loud effects. The Megascope Monthlies are available for immediate download and or rental. If you're on an iPad or an iPhone, I recommend rental. That's the easiest way. But they are fantastic, and we have a whole month to go. So if you've watched them already, all you saw was the first 2 weeks. I get deep on how to get through the entire month, and we will be changing our lives and going through a quantum psycho shift. You get to see the part yet where I talk about when the sun opposes Neptune? It's going to get really freaky, I think, on the planet, and I'm not even sure where I'll be. And also, if you want a reading with me, I am filling up, unfortunately. By 1 hour, you'll get a free 30-minute follow-up. Great way to make sure you knock it out of the park with what your heart wants. And we've got, so you want to be an astrologer, eh? This class actually is being spread out a little bit later. We've had some issues in the beginning, getting it all lined up. So if you're interested, come on. We have new dates to show you on the website, and I look forward to getting in front of people. This has been a lot of fun. I've already done this twice now. Lots of fun. All this and more is available, of course, at soulmart.me. So that said, before you navigate to Soulmart, let's take a look at the moods of each of your brothers and sisters today, and what they're deciding to step away from, starting with step zeros, the Scorpios. Cloudy with a chance of grumpy today. That's because the moon in Libra goes in their subconscious, stirring all their stuff. But they are making a decision probably to leave a job or leave an old legacy. So if you didn't treat a Scorpio well, they might be giving you notice. Step 1, Leos. Cloudy but feeling sharp today. It's time to reinvent your life purpose via your spirit. So what does that mean? That means you are stepping away, basically stepping away from old ego, old battles, old wars, old everything. You're stepping away from an entirely old image probably, and out of all the people stepping away from something, you're going to step away from the most. So because you are the love casters, because you are the ones that really raise the love vibration on the planet or not, I really encourage the royalty, your majesty, cut off all the bullshit and move on. Let's go. We've got a party to happen. And when the Leos are happy, the whole planet is happy. Enough said. Cancer, step 2, cloudy, nesting, and resting today. You are deciding what you're no longer worth. So we might have some Cancers leaving jobs too, or leaving marriages, because it comes down to like, I am worth more than this. Step 3, Sagittarius, sunny and social today. Deciding what you don't believe anymore. I used to believe that this happens, now I don't. And once a Sag believes, it's over. Aquarius, cloudy and pensive, deciding what you're not anymore. Now, what this means is, in relationships in particular, I'm not your maid, I am not your this, that sort of thing. That's where it starts, kind of in a wheezy Jefferson's way. But then it moves into, I am not this anymore. So it's powerful, but it's weird, aqua in their self. Geminis, sunny and childlike today, deciding what you don't think anymore. And for a thinker, that's a lot to think about. Step 6 is Libra, sunny and cool, deciding where you don't belong, right? I don't belong here no more. Whoa, okay, Libra. And you know what that means. They're going to feel strong today and make that decision. Step 7, sunny with a chance of Randy. The Pisces might swim right into your bedroom, ladies. Be careful. He says he's checking out, but he's, Pisces kind of find a way to get in there. But decide what you don't do today, Pisces. This would be, I don't do windows. And they don't do windows, unfortunately. But they will clean fish tanks. Step 8, the Capricorn, sunny and professional, deciding what not to sign. I'm talking about contracts, by the way, and maybe prenups. A lot of Capricorns negotiating prenups right now, which is kind of funny. I don't know, that's a whole thing to talk about, another show. Step 9, the IXIMs, or the ARI, sunny and sentimental, deciding what you are over with. And that means your heart. And that's it. Once an Aries is not into it, it is flat like soda the next day. So they're deciding what they're out of. Hold on, we need some music. Taurus. Step 10, sunny and hyper-aware, maybe a little too hyper-aware. Kind of protect yourself today, Taurus. Deciding what is not your home anymore. So I think you're going to see a mega migration of the bulls moving somewhere else. Yep, me included. Step 11, step Virgos, sunny and productive, deciding what fears must go like now. And you know when a Virgo says the fear has to go, it has to go. So just decide, make it go. You're boss. Now on the Lightwalker Parade, that means following this video, we've got the Sirius step of the day, step 8, be sure to watch that. And I've been pulling out Venus Prime health moments. We're doing the top 10 summer foods. We did watermelon and we did avocado. See what we do today, these are amazing and help you. And we're back in the quiet. One thing we have to say, whoops, that's the wrong button. Whoa. Is if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. Also, if you'd like to be our friend, come to soulgarden.me. That'll take you there. And of course, the mothership is soulgarden.tv. So TV is where you watch, and .me is where you say hi. And I remind you to listen to your heart. Your heart has all you need to make your decisions inside. It knows what you want and what you don't want. The scary thing is will God support what I want? Will the universe support it? Well, here's a question. Have you ever decided to go with your heart, and have you ever tried it? If you've tried it and been hurt, okay. You probably know why it did or didn't work. But if you haven't tried going with your heart ever before, well, gosh, you got to try it. Especially when Jupiter's in Leo. I'll tell you right now, if love crosses your path right now, take advantage. It is rare, my friend. And if it's not crossing your path, then decide to leave this path. It ain't working. I'll see you in 24. Love you. Live, love, be.
Who cares?
Soul God.